We're recording.
And here we are. Welcome to the show, dude.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, last week didn't really work out as planned. Matt had some vehicular issues, and thatefully, thank you for pushing it to this side.
No problem.
You're a pretty busy guy throughout the week, aren't you?
All the time.
Yeah. What's your schedule like usually when especially you're just about to go into competition too, right?
Yes. So it's like Monday to Thursday is pretty much training. I work from 7 to 3:30, then I get off. I have to eat.
So you have a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah. School. I work at a school. I'm a school aide.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's pretty busy because it's summertime and we're painting and stuff.
Yeah. Just move it just in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can keep shifting it. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. So we're painting and stuff, and then when I get home, I'm a little bit exhausted, so I gotta eat, take a quick nap, and then train from like 6 to 9 o'clock. So it's pretty busy.
Damn, 3 hours. Yeah. What do you do in 3 hours?
Dude, I rest most of the time, bro. Lifting 600 pounds, and then you gotta rest for like 8-9 minutes. Yeah.
So where does it all begin for you? As we were talking earlier, you said you went through some bouts with physicality and mental bouts and stuff like that. So I guess before you became BigTone, where was Anthony at in that time?
Yeah, I was I was addicted to like some bad stuff for a couple of years, and when I stopped, I gained about 100 pounds. So I went to the doctor. I had bad high blood pressure. He goes,
what weight were you looking at?
I was at 320.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big boy, man.
Yeah.
So he told me if I don't lose weight, I could have a heart attack anytime soon. So I started
what was your diet like then?
Damn.
When you sort of like trailed off of
I stopped eating
off of addiction.
I stopped eating when I trailed off of addiction.
Yeah, like when you right, because you got to gain 100 pounds, right? So it had to come from somewhere.
Oh man, I was eating everything, dude. It was just whatever, late night snacks, waking up in the middle of the night, like warming up hot pockets, dude. It was bad. It's just I was eating rice, no measurements at the time, a lot of fatty foods, so all that
comfort food here and there,
crazy stuff. And then like I didn't care, like if I noticed my pants was getting tighter, I wore basketball pants.
Yeah.
You wear basketball pants, you'll never know that you gain weight. So that's the trick, guys. If you want to feel skinny, just wear some basketball pants.
I don't need the button. I need elastic.
Yeah. So as soon as some of my basketball pants started to get tight, I was like, man, something's going on here. But it's crazy. But my doctor goes, if you don't lose weight, you're gonna have a heart attack. So that time I was just like, okay. Started going running, then weights, and then I was like, I dropped about 40 pounds. Went in. He told me it's still too much, so I had to drop another 60 pounds.
Were you putting too much stress on your body because you were so heavy at the time trying to lose the weight?
Not so, because I had hypertension since I was like 19.
Okay.
But I thought that I could avoid it by like.
Wait. What is high
blood pressure?
Okay.
So I had high blood pressure at a young age. It was hereditary. Then I thought, I was like, oh no, I could fight this. I'm young. But when I went in when I was, I think, 23, he said it was really bad to the point where I needed to get on medication. So just crazy.
Yeah. Plus lifestyle.
Yeah.
Plus just.
So living on Guam, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then working at a school too is very stressful because the kids. So everything was just stressing me out, and it just all like accumulating, stress eating.
Right. Yeah. And then after you decided to lose, you lost the 40 pounds, and then you needed to lose more. Yeah. So when did everything start transforming into what it is today? Was it during that loss of the 60 pounds? Or?
So when you lose that much weight, I lost it in about maybe like a year span, right? If you lose so much weight, I did it the correct way because I did it with good eating and then lifting weights.
Right.
So I wasn't like loose. It was like a good weight loss, but the problem was I was weak. So that time I was like, I couldn't really lift heavy. I thought I was strong, but when I go back to what the videos and stuff
you were throw your cousin strong, right?
Yeah, but it's not that way. It was hard. And then I was playing football.
Okay.
So I noticed that I wasn't as strong when I was heavier. So then I was like, I asked for a coach, and just one of the guys in the gym just says I need to eat rice. And I was like, whoa, I just lost 100 pounds from not eating rice. If I eat rice, I think I'm going to gain that weight back. So that time, even like 4 or 5 pounds on the scale, I would stress out. Like, why am I gaining weight?
Right.
Because just because I lost that 100 pounds, I was like, oh, I got to be healthy.
You thought that was the only ticket, like the only avenue that's allowed for you because of the journey that you've just been through.
Yeah. But to come find out, as long as you stay active and stay away from like fatty, salty, foods, not too much of it. You can have it, but just not too much of it.
Yeah.
You're okay.
So my foul every day. No.
Dude, no. Yeah. You can't
have 5 different kinds of stafal.
No. Yeah. It's crazy because I go to the doctor now and he's like, you're the healthiest you've ever been.
Shit. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I don't look, and I'm not 100 pounds lighter,
And how long ago was that compared to, or to today? How long ago from the first time he was like, nah, you got to lose weight?
It's 4 years.
Okay.
It's been a 4-year span since I've been in the fitness. Yeah. 2 years of trying to bodybuild and fit in a shiny underwear. So it's never gonna happen, guys. But
Wait, but you were okay. So you lost 100 pounds. You're about at 220, and so you had no fat, but you also had no muscle. So
yeah, I was fatty because it was loose. Like my belly, the bottom part of the, it's hard to lose that part.
Right.
So, I also tried to join the military at that time too, but told me I needed to lose another 40. It's like, no, man, I'm not gonna lose another 40. I just lost 100. So, a bunch of weird things happened at that time, but I just tried to change my life, and I guess lifting heavy things was the next thing to do.
Yeah, man. When I first moved back to Guam, I was 145.
Yeah.
Like I literally gained 5 pounds from when I graduated from high school to when I graduated from college, then moved, and that was 5 years a span. Moved back to Guam within a year and a half. I gained 45 pounds, bro.
That's the
and
food.
It was insane. Yeah. I was like, how did I get this big? Like walking up the stairs, like breathing. I'm like, damn, I've never been like this before, and then I started dieting, and I was dieting through the what is it called? It's like Weight Watchers, right? It's like counting macros.
Oh,
like
is that like MyFitnessPal?
Yeah. And you kind of it's like points.
Yeah.
You're allowed a certain number of calories
so that's
per day.
That's pretty much what I do now.
Okay.
Before I had meal plans where I had somebody do my nutrition part
to lose, right?
Yeah, to lose weight, and it really helps. So honestly, if you're a beginner in this sport, it's best to seek like help from somewhere else. You can't just lose this kind of weight with just the internet, Did
you have struggles looking for someone to help you?
No.
I mean, at least like internal battles in maybe pride, stuff like that.
Or in the beginning it's
like, I don't need nobody to tell me what to do.
No, maybe like the first 40, 50 pounds, it was like, no, I'm doing good by myself. But you hit a plateau where you're just like, oh, you need help, and then that's when you got to suck up your pride and be like, look around and you see people, you like look at somebody, you're like, if that guy looks the way he did, he has to know what he's doing, So I sucked up my pride. I asked a friend of mine, his name's Mike DeWay.
Okay.
He helped me lose that extra 30, 40 pounds, and then from then on it was I used his stuff to like with my, I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing, but I used his like diet plan, and then I just added a little bit of mine to
because no one's nutrition plan is going to be the same, especially when the goal is different for each person, right? And each person's body sort of reacts to certain amounts of carbs or proteins or sugars. Well, you don't want sugars, right?
Yeah, you can have like sugars. It's just that's why they have those how do you like MyFitnessPal? That thing pretty much is like the best thing you could have, because you could scan like this Coke, and it'll tell you how much sugar is in it, and if you're allowed that much sugar. If you're not allowed it, then you know you can't use it. It's cool enough to have a Mighty Purple Zone stuff on it too. So
really,
yeah, it's MyFitnessPal is pretty awesome, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why I go get me some Mighty Purple when I'm allowed some high sugars.
I just had some today.
Yeah, and it's good too. You know what I mean? It's healthy,
bro.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Yeah.
And I was telling Roki, I was just messaging him, and I said, dude, I'm trying to figure out what the difference, what makes Mighty Purple's acai better than the rest.
Yeah.
And it's their consistency.
Oh hell yeah!
You know, it's never hard as a rock where you're like trying to spoon the shit out of it.
Every single time I've got one, it tastes the same or better than the last one. You know, like that's how crazy that acai bowl is over there.
Whatever temperature they keep their freezer at, it's like it just keeps the acai like perfectly sherbet-ish. Right?
Yeah, this stuff's real good over there, dude. So now I powerlift. I'm allowed to have maybe 2 of those a day, you know? 2? Yeah. I can have 2 in a day.
Big ones? Oh, shit. Yeah. Dude, after one, I'm like, okay. I'm just going to relax a little bit.
That's what's good. They open early, they close late, so you can have one in the morning and one after the gym, refreshing. Yeah. Yeah,
but so as far as like diet goes, right? And I got this bug flying in front of me. As far as diet goes, what exactly did you have to change to go from 320 down to 220?
Man, it was portions. Right? I had to eat less of everything that I used to. Like we probably eat
but not necessarily cutting things out, right?
Yeah, I kind of had, because before I would never have vegetables. So some days I'll just have vegetables with tuna, you know, broccoli with tuna, and then like 2 eggs. Like that would be mid lunch, right, or whatever. And then the morning is a protein shake. So it was, on a normal day we probably eat like 5,000, 6,000 calories. We don't know, right, you know.
The Big Mac's like 2,000 calories.
Yeah, and you don't notice those things. You don't count those things. You know, you're just like, oh, I'm full. Okay, and then when you get hungry, you eat again. Yeah. When you cut weight, your body, it's like starvation, but what it's doing is it's like, I don't know, it's kind of adjusting to less eating. It'll take a while. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks, like sleeping. I was so hungry.
You have to like sleep through your hunger.
Yeah, but water. See, what people don't realize is water has 0 calories. You know, water is healthy. Drink water, dude.
When you're hungry at night.
You get full, and then you can go back to sleep. As long as your stomach's like full. Yeah. Like, what people do is just, okay, I'm hungry. Then they're like pacing, and then they'll like have like a little snack. What I did was I would have a gallon of water, and I would mark it like 11 o'clock at night, you know? So when I wake up at 11 o'clock, I'll chug it till like 1 or 2:30, because I would always stay up, or I'd always keep getting up because I'm so hungry. And that's because I was so used to eating so much food at the time.
Right. And eating late night.
Yeah,
right?
Eating late night especially, you know?
Yeah, so that fucked with you mentally,
dude,
right?
So bad.
How many times did you want to give up?
Damn, pretty much every day.
Every day?
No lie, I wanted to give up every day. It was so hard. But what got me going was seeing the little differences every week. Because every week you would weigh in, and to see like 2.5 pounds down, it motivated me to keep going and losing little by little, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, just for me, counting the calories, I dropped 20 pounds in 3 months. Yeah. Right. So I got down from 195 to like 175. Right now I'm sitting at like 173. But it was tough. I mean, not eating rice after like 9 o'clock. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because you don't want to sleep with like rice in your stomach. And I don't know if that's because when your body breaks down rice, it turns it into sugars, and then it gets stored into your fats.
So like a lot of the bodybuilders, they're not pretty much allowed to do that. But us as powerlifters, when that carbs, like when the rice breaks down into sugars, it fuels you for your workout the next day. So it's good, like if you're gonna lift heavy, or if you have like a 5K in the morning or whatever, you know. So eating late sometimes has its pros and then it has its, you know, its cons. But that time when I lost that 100 pounds, I didn't have no rice. It was 0 rice for that whole year. Like, it was Lent from January 1st to December, 31st. It was just, it's crazy, but I did it, and it helped,
Yeah, I bet. I mean, just a small change like that, and I think you can see a change when you just do it for 30 days.
Yeah. Oh, right? Especially for 30 days. But when you do it like as long as I did, it was ridiculous. Like, I would go to family like gatherings and bring my own food because I didn't want to eat like added sugars or whatever,
Right. You don't know what they're putting inside the inside.
It was hard. It was meal preps, every Sunday, every Thursday, meal preps. And I ate so much chicken. I ate so much chicken breast. It's like Cautious knew me already, like I walked in and like, hey, they got a sale on aisle 3, like just
Toad's here.
Yeah.
Bring out the special chicken.
Yeah, so it was wild, man. It was so crazy that
who's like managing your nutrition? Was it just you, or
at
were
that
you
time
like researching yourself?
I had in the beginning it was me, and then I asked my friend Mike. His name's Mike DeWay. I asked him.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
He kind of helped me out because he knew I was motivated, and then he was a big guy himself, so he kind of knew the struggle of how it was to get where, I was trying to go. So he helped me. He really like did it all for me. He did my nutrition. It was some days I would have 6 meals, some days I'll have 6 meals a day. Some days I'll have 7. It's real small portion.
Yeah. 7 meals a day is a lot.
Yeah, but it's so little.
Taco Bell can't even support a 7th meal.
It's so little though. You're still hungry.
Yeah.
It's just because it's stretched out to the day. It's just to get you through the day. Like,
so like a celery here and a carrot there.
Or like 8-ounce chicken with like 12 ounces of broccoli or whatever, like something like that.
Extremely dry meal.
Yeah, extremely dry. I know.
You got water?
Sriracha was my best friend that year. Yeah. I couldn't have done it without sriracha.
Because you can't use salts.
No. And it was dry, I didn't even drink soda that whole year when I lost weight. So the first time I like opened up a Sprite, dude, like I was like, oh, it's about to go down,
Downed it without even letting it fully like get the carbonation out, right?
I downed it so fast I choked, I was like, forgot how that carbonated flavor, thought it was water. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So now you've lost 100 pounds. You're feeling good about yourself, and now it's kind of like, now what? You've maybe you sort of plateaued at this point.
Yeah. So I kind of plateaued, but during that time I was starting to deadlift, right? So I would deadlift, and I got addicted to it because I at first I did 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates, but I was doing it all wrong. And my coach now, his name is John Mike Kanata. He saw me and he messaged me, asked me, hey, who's coaching you? Who's teaching you how to deadlift? And I was like, nobody. Can you help me out? So that's when the BigTone powerlifter came into play. He told me stop lifting heavy weights. He's like, I'll give you a program and you follow it. When you're bodybuilding, you're used to doing 10 to 12 exercises. When he showed me my powerlifting workout, it was 3 exercises a day. I was like, whoa, what am I gonna do with 3 exercises a day? And
is it max rep but low weight?
No, that time it was so he started me off like 2 plates, right? 225. Do 3 sets of 10. When I first saw that, I was like, 3 sets of 10, whatever, that's easy. When I tried it, I wanted to die, dude. Like 3 sets of 10 at 225 when you have you're not even strong yet. You're just getting into the sport. Right. It was hard.
It's like your intestines are gonna come out your ass, right?
That's why, like when I give programs to people, I'm like, trust me, just try it. Just try those 3 exercises in the day and tell me how long you're in the gym. Because when you do like 3 sets of 10 and then you're like squatting, right? 3 sets of 10, after your first set of 10, you need like 8-minute rest. And rest is key in this sport, but
for sure, because you have to let the oxygen flow through your muscles again, right? To let it breathe.
Yeah, and especially because you hold your breath in your lifts. But that's how that's when at that point it was, I lost 100 pounds or whatever. Then that's when he's like, you need to eat more.
Oh, that's the whole rice thing, right? You eat rice. Okay.
He goes, you need to eat more. And I was like, no way, I don't want to eat rice. And he's like, you got to. If you want to do powerlifting, you got to eat rice. You got to eat carbs. And I was following a bodybuilding, for 1 year. I was like, eat rice, I'm going to gain weight. So at first I was hesitant to do it. But when I ate, I think it was 3 cups of rice. Bro, 3 cups of rice is so huge, right?
Yeah, dude. I have a 3-cup rice pot.
Imagine eating 3 cups of rice after not eating it for a whole year. My body wanted to give up, right? But I was like, whatever, I'm going to try it. So what I did was I put a little soy sauce. I haven't had it for a while, too. So I put it on, ate it. And he told me to squat. So I squatted, and the energy I felt from it was like Superman for a little bit. Like, I didn't notice that carbs would do that to you. And then, so I went from 220 to 250 in the first year, but I didn't look like when I was 250 the year before when I was heavy, because it was powerlifting movements. It kind of made me have more mass, and it was going to everywhere else but my belly. It's hard to explain it.
Right. What are the main exercises when it comes to?
It's squat, bench, and deadlift.
Okay.
It's just 3 simple exercises, but there's so many accessory exercises that you need to do.
A lot of small muscle exercises, right?
To make those 3 lifts dominant in competition.
Right. So are you to exercise the smaller muscles? Are you trying to lift lighter on the smaller muscles?
Well, what you do is there's this program. It's like a hypertrophy program. Mm-hmm. So what you do is you'll do like 6 sets for 8 reps on medium weight, Right. So you do that, and then you run it for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Right.
And then 4 to 5 weeks, then you take a break. Then you go back into it's called a strength phase. So before you actually start lifting heavy, you do a lot of light or medium, how do you say this? Accessory movements. And then that's how you get stronger in your main movements.
Accessory movements. Can you just expand maybe?
Okay.
What's up? You good? No. Yeah. Okay.
For example, dumbbell rows.
Okay.
Those are accessory movements.
Okay, I see.
Shoulder raises.
Just the shoulders today.
Yeah. Barbell rows. Those are accessory movements, because primary movements are squat, bench, deadlift. So when you do accessory, it's like movements that work around your main 3 muscles. So lunges are accessory movements for legs. Lat pull downs are accessory for back, for your deadlifts, So those are the little things.
Right. So when you exercise, you're really just trying to get to those main core workouts.
But you can't get it if you don't have good accessory movements.
Right.
So people that want to bench 400.
I'm sure you have to have a really incredible core there too, right?
So
back core and front core.
For about 1 year, when I first started working with him, he made me do a lot of core exercises, a lot of the wheel roll.
Okay. Yeah.
And the first time I did it, I laid flat on my stomach. And I looked around. I was like, bro, okay, nobody saw me. So what I did was I put myself closer to the wall. Wherever I went out, I would hit the wall and then come back in. So I did that for about 2-3 weeks.
Little handicap.
Yeah, and then it worked. But as soon as I started doing core exercises, I noticed my squat get bigger. So I went from 405, like using knee sleeves, to 500 in like 3 to 5 weeks, just from core exercises. So
supplemental wise, how are you assisting your body to sort of, because massive muscle tears, right? I mean,
believe it or not, man.
I bet your muscles were incredibly sore the first time you were lifting 400 or 500 pounds.
Believe it or not, I didn't take supplements for the first whole year I was working with my coach. I didn't like the bloat feeling from the protein, and it was expensive. You know, this sport's very expensive, and I didn't want to use my money on it. So I would look for alternative things, like if I can get more protein from food, so I'm gonna get it from food instead of drinking a shake.
Right, like eating beans or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, or steak. Okay. You know, like.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're trying to gain weight. Yeah, not trying to lose weight.
Yeah, sorry. I was eating steak, and then it got to the point where I told myself, if I'm gonna eat this way, I gotta accept the gain. I mean, I gotta accept the weight gain if I want to get stronger in this sport. I started watching YouTube videos of people, and I was like, whoa, none of these powerlifters are skinny.
Yeah.
You know, like they all got a big belly with abs, you know? Of course they're using steroids or whatever, but I was like,
yeah, look at the mountain.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that guy, right? He's like 6'8", 6'9", lifting 1,000-some pounds. And I was like, I got to accept myself for being who I am, as long as I stay healthy and go constant checkups to the doctor and know that my blood pressure is okay. So when I started gaining weight, the first like 50 pounds, I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, you know what, bro, I look better than when I was 220, you know? I don't need to take off my shirt to show my traps no more, you know? It's weird, but it wasn't being cocky or anything. It was just...
No, it's confidence.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's pretty much confidence. And then I was like, I love this sport. So I started posting a lot on social media. People started seeing me grow little by little, week by week. Yeah, progression. And then they're like, I started noticing powerlifting grow. Yeah. In the gym.
You ever, before you continue on, you ever look back on your first videos or first pictures?
Oh, I always do, man. Yeah. I have like 1,005 or 1,500 some videos, right, or photos.
Posts, yeah.
And I'll go all the way to the bottom and just look of how far I've came, and how much weight I've gained, and how much my numbers progressed in my lifts. I do it all the time. It's not to like, it's like progression, you know, like it's confidence.
It's a reminder of where you've been,
of where I've came from, you know.
Right.
And then
and people might mistaken it for like dwelling on the past. Yeah. But just like everything else, you sort of have to know where you came from to realize where you're going.
Yeah. So I never thought I would be BigTone, 2-time medalist, whatever, you know. And I just thought I was gonna lift weights. You know, I never thought I was actually gonna take it to the next level and compete and represent Guam.
Right.
I never dreamt of it. When I was a kid, I never told myself, hey, I'm gonna be a power lifter. When I was in the gym, I was like, I would look at CrossFitters and I'm like, how come they're doing 1 rep, you know? So I did have a point where I was like hating, but then I look at it now like, bro, that 1 rep's hard. You know?
Yeah.
That's a max out 1 rep.
I've seen some videos, especially from CFGM, you know, those guys. Those guys are they're doing 1 rep squats, and I'm just like, and then I look at the weight, I'm like, shit, that's why they're doing 1 rep squats off a freaking 350 pound squat. Dude.
I imagine the first time I squatted 675, right? Like it's 7 plates. It was a huge milestone for me.
Is the bar doing this?
Yeah, but it was, when I hit it, right, I was like 1 rep, and then I killed it. I was so excited. And then I thought back, I looked at my videos and I was like, man, I remember when I was doing 500 for 1 rep and I thought it was the shit, you know. I would put beast mode on my hashtags, and I look at like
screaming after.
Yeah, like beast mode, like that's junk, you know. Like when I learned, like, you know, being humble take you way farther than being cocky. There comes to a time where you got to tell yourself, I am this way because I worked hard. And, you know, just look at yourself in the mirror and be cocky as shit to yourself.
Yeah, I think when you're competing against yourself, that's when you win the biggest.
Yeah, because when you compete with, if you look at somebody and be like, I'm gonna beat that guy, that guy's gonna look at you and be, I'm gonna beat you. Yeah. You know, and then so whoever works harder is the winner. But when you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm gonna beat you, that's when the real competition happens. You know, you look at yourself from 2016 to the 2018 guy I am today, I will murder that beast mode guy that I used to think I was using knee wraps and everything. You know, it was a struggle, but I'm happy where I am today, you know?
Yeah. What about your physicality? Have you noticed the biggest changes?
Dude, when I was 300 pounds, I couldn't tie my shoe. I had a sideways shoe, you know?
A sideways shoe?
Like the side, yeah, I had to tie my shoelace on the side because I couldn't bend straight down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, now, dude, I'm 280.
Yeah.
I could tie my shoe perfectly, dude. I can go straight down and my breathing's good.
Come up with the perfect form, deadlift form, right?
My face ain't all red, you know, like. But now I believe I'm more flexible and more agile than I was when I was.
Yeah, that's very surprising that you say flexible.
Yeah.
Because you're doing very static movements.
Yeah.
Right?
But mobility is key, man. Like powerlifting, you get so tight, you get so big,
right,
that everything gets stiff.
Right.
But I have a physical therapist. He teaches me movements here and there. But mobility is key in this sport. Flexibility.
Are you stretching a lot?
Yeah. I'm in the gym for 3 hours. 30 minutes of that is mobility work. A lot of times you'll hurt your shoulders, hurt your back, hurt your knees, your hip flexors.
Like dynamic stretching.
Yeah, because your legs get so big, everything gets tight.
Mm-hmm.
And if you continue to do it without mobility, you're just gonna go so far. You can't make it to those high level athletes. You know, all the high level athletes have a physical therapists that stretch them out before games and everything, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't see the 30-minute stretches.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I've been running, and the mistake that I've been making was that I haven't been stretching good enough. So in my right knee, it's actually like really, really sore, you know, and I had a prior injury back in April, just like horse playing, ended up like tweaking my knee. Never really took care of it, and now that I'm like running, because I run every day pretty much.
Yeah.
And by the time at the end of my run, you know, it's like this weird pain, and I know that it has to do with, because I'm not, when you stretch out, right, especially when you do dynamic stretching, you're oiling the joints, right? You're allowing the joints to get fluids in it so that you're not so.
And we ain't getting younger, you know. So these things that they sell, like fish oil.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are things that I don't really consider those like pure supplements. Those are like things to like help you get to that next, you know, because what you're feeling is just, we're getting older, bro. Running on hard pavement kind of just messes with your stuff, and then old injuries just coming back to each other. So
right.
And when you're running, you're using a lot of your quads and then your calves. So the weird thing about it, a lot of times when you have knee injuries, it comes from somewhere else, not directly the knee, unless it's a real like issue with the inside of the knee.
Right, like a meniscus tear.
Yeah, but you could tell if those are, if you have that issue. So I had an issue with my knee for about 3 months, and the whole time I went and I was like, "Doctor, hey, my knee hurts. Is my squatting career over? Whatever." It was my IT band on the outside was tight, so I couldn't bend my knee in. So
you were how do you say that? You were giving slack to it, or kind of like.
Yeah, I would.
What's the word I'm looking for? Every time I do a podcast, there's always a word I'm fucking missing. And it's like, you were. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. I would push off of my left leg. I mean, my right leg more than my left. So that's what would give my IT band would be more tight. So that's why I say mobility is key. Or what my physical therapist did was he put me on one of those balls. Mm-hmm. It's like flat on the top than the bottom, and he made me squat on that. And when I went down low, whatever leg shook harder was the reason why my squat was off. So we would do that, and it got to the point where I could do it straight without shaking. Yeah. And then I learned how. That's when I learned that one leg was too more powerful than the left. It's because we're righties, lefties. You're more dominant, but. It's just these little things.
But because of the injury, you were sort of like giving. Yeah. You were like putting more weight onto the side that wasn't injured.
Yeah. Right? It's always that way. It's just, and that's how you get injured more. Because when that other leg heals, all that pressure that you had on the other leg, it didn't work hard enough, it's gonna get hurt later. It's damn, this sport is so crazy. It's like science, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You really gotta like learn.
You gotta know your anatomy.
Yeah, dude, especially that, because I was like, I have this shoulder injury right a couple days ago. It was hurting, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, what is this? You know, this is just a bone. And then I read up on Google, it was like AC joint. It's an AC joint sprain.
I love how we can diagnose our
No, my physical therapist told me it was an AC joint, right? So I had my hand in my in a cast for a bit.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's me. How rude.
No worries, but yeah, hey, and we're from Guam, dude. We diagnose our own stuff all the time, right? You know. Like,
where's the Vicks? Yeah. Oh, fever. Where's the Vicks?
Yeah.
Put the Vicks on your chest.
Yeah. Yep. But I didn't know anything, and then I googled it and found out that there's a muscle here. So what I did was I just iced it, and it's better now.
Right. I had a shoulder injury, and I actually couldn't bring my shoulder back far. Like, it would fucking hurt, dude. I thought I would need surgery.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you just need to exercise it, like lightweight exercises, like you said, dude. Mobility, like putting that mobility back in. And dude, I was doing that. I was like lifting light on my shoulder, doing shoulder lifts, presses and stuff. And now it's like
good, right?
It's like good, dude. Yeah. The flexibility's there, the mobility's there, and
dude, before I started this journey, my coach, I told him I have a bad right shoulder, right? So this guy, I don't know what school he went to or whatever, but he goes, you have this issue. Try all these exercises. So what he did was he made me build the muscles around my rotator, where it would be so, I mean, it was strong enough to withstand the pain for a little bit, where I was able to bench heavier. And then it kind of got so strong where there's no pain at all. When I went into my first competition, I was benching 345 because of shoulder pain. Then he saw that, he goes, okay, when you come back, we're gonna do this.
345 is what, 2 plates?
It's 3 plates and like 15 on each side.
Okay.
Or 20 on each side, whatever. He goes, we're gonna go back, you're gonna do all these movements, you're not gonna lift heavy for a while, and just get healthy. You know, that was the goal, get healthy.
Right.
I went back the next year and benched 435 just from those little exercises that he made me do. Like the mobility stuff, it's like the main thing in powerlifting. Besides, you know, like some people are just born to lift 900 pounds, you know, like these Russians, bro. You know, these Russian people.
Yeah, you ever watch those World's Strongest Man competitions?
Yeah, there ain't no guy 5'6", and
those guys are fucking picking up boulders like they're rocks.
Dude, ridiculous. But it's
how tall do you stand?
I'm 5'11", 5'10",
okay,
5'11".
Okay. Yeah, you're not that short though.
No, yeah. So when I go places, people think I'm Hawaiian.
Right.
Yeah. When I went to Hawaii, everybody's talking to me in Hawaiian, and I'm just like, hey guys, I'm from Guam. Yeah. And they're like, you got real good English. I'm like, how's my English supposed to be, man? Am I supposed to have messed up English because I'm from Guam? Like, what's going on here?
We saw that Chamorro English dictionary.
But it's crazy.
Yeah. Hey Matt, can you get us a like a bowl of ice or something? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're fairly big Chamorro, right?
Yeah.
You didn't get the Spanish genes at all, or the Filipino genes.
Yeah, one
that lingers here, you know.
Dude, but the crazy thing though, man, is growing up I was always big, right? And everybody was like, when they see me now, they're like, bro, you got big, and I was like, but you said I was always big growing up, so how is this? You know, I've never thought I was big until I started taking pictures of people and noticing how much taller I am next to them. And then, like, my dad's 5'6", my mom's 5'3".
Wow.
So I'm...
Yeah, so where does it come from?
I don't know, dude. My brothers are all short. I'm the biggest one in my family.
Yeah.
And...
the genes were just right.
I guess just for me.
Yeah. Just right.
It was just right for me, but I'm happy that, you know, I'm this way because this sport, you know, it kind of helps me in this sport, because not a lot of people, like, they got strong guys that are like 148, you know, But tell me, if you saw a heavyweight bout, you know, in boxing, those are the exciting fights, you know what I mean? So the big boys are more exciting. I'm sorry, all my 148 friends, but hey guys, the big boys are more exciting to watch.
People want to watch the 210s and up.
Yeah.
205s and up.
Yeah.
Bro. All right. Let's fill up some.
Yeah.
Nice here. Yeah, man. Before I lose my train of thought here, how did you know that you were ready to go to those extreme weights? You know, what were you lifting? What were you lifting before you started lifting what's considered powerlifting?
Oh, okay. So I was benching. I benched 315, and then I squatted 495, and then I deadlifted 545. But when I bench, I use straps. And when I was squatting,
assistive.
Yeah, assistive. Right. When I was squatting, I had the wraps. They're like knee wraps, which is considered classic raw or geared lifting in powerlifting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then in my deadlift, I had the straps, which pulled it up.
Okay.
So
so the straps sort of wrap around the bar.
And it pulls it up
I
for
didn't
you.
know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
I thought it was just hand wraps.
no, it goes around the bar. So what my coach did was he told me, take all those off. Every single thing that you're doing, stop.
Was it like a crutch for you though, to like let you know that, you know, you're able to do it? And did you think you could do it without it?
No, I relied on it. So imagine 2 years of using it, and then one day he's like, stop, do this, you know, do this differently. And then it was like, whoa, but I'm not gonna be strong anymore, you know. But I tried doing it with the stuff because he actually sent me all my first powerlifting stuff, which was cool of him, you know. That's why I love my coach, man. Like, it's hard to find a good coach, but he sent all this stuff to me, and he told me to try it. My squat went from, because he stopped all of it, and then my squat went from 405 to 495 with the knee sleeves. And when you use knee sleeve, it's kind of a difference because it just like snugs your knee.
Right, it's a compressive.
Compared to the wraps, is like, it feels like a spring. So then it started to boost my confidence, and then I hit 500, and then I was like 510. Little by little, every other week he would try this weight.
Yeah.
And
yeah, go ahead.
He would just keep on sending. I mean, I'll send videos. He would tell me, okay, this is good. Next week, try this. And those little things that he did, it kind of boosted my confidence to go heavier. And then one day it was squat 585, and I was like, 585? That's 6 plates. I never thought in a million years I'll squat 6 plates, but I did it. As soon as I squatted 6 plates, I got so hungry to go heavy. Then that's when I knew, boom, I want to start powerlifting, you know. And then
it took you to squat 6 plates to find out this is what you wanted to do.
Yeah, because at first it was like, okay, I'll just do it to train, you know, lift heavy. But
get healthy.
Yeah, get healthy.
You were still in that sort of mindset that you're trying to keep your body and your body healthy.
Yeah, right? And when I squatted 5 plates, I went, because I was 220. When I squatted the 5 plates, I was 254.
Mm-hmm.
But it was already a weight gain, and I had to accept it already. And then I was like, we're gonna get it. I got it. Squatted 6 plates. Then I was like, hey coach, I want to do this long term. Like, I want to compete. And they had a mock meet on Guam. It's like it's sort of like unsanctioned meet where lifters just come and compete against each other.
It's like a pickup game.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So I was supposed to compete, but I got injured 2 weeks prior, and it crushed me, bro. I didn't want to.
What was the injury?
Hip flexor.
Okay.
I couldn't squat past my knee level, and I was like, man, I can't compete. So it kind of, the injury took 8 weeks to heal, and I was sort of afraid that I would never be able to powerlift again. So imagine choosing to powerlift and then getting injured.
Yeah.
And then not realizing if you're able to do it or not.
Right.
So I don't know, this guy's so cool. He's like, he talked to me, he called me, he's like, hey, just take it one day at a time, listen to your body, And when this is all over, we'll try your numbers again. So we did that. Took 8 weeks off. Went back into the gym. Squatted 565.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
You didn't do shit.
So what he did was he made me do accessory movements.
Okay. Right. So all the smaller workouts. Yeah. Now you're BigTone doing
lunges.
Lunges. Yeah.
You know, I was the BigTone 8 weeks ago squatting 585, and then I didn't post no videos because I was doing lunges. But
lunges and rows, right?
Yeah, lunges and rows. I turned into a CrossFitter for a little bit, but it all worked out, you know.
Yeah. And like, what happened to him?
Everybody was like, "Hey, bro, you okay?"
Yeah.
And I can't say I got cocky when I hit the 585. I could say I got overconfident. That's probably how I got injured. I squatted 585, told myself I was gonna be a powerlifter, and then I kept squatting because I wanted more. But in this sport, it's patience. So a lot of times when the new lifters ask me questions, I tell them patience, man. I didn't get to where I am today rushing. You know, you rush, you get injured.
Yeah.
It's longer, you know, instead of taking it one step at a time.
Yeah, because everybody wants to sort of not be the guy who's benching 35s, right?
Yeah.
Or one plate.
Dude, I see it all the time. I'm benching 3-4 plates. People's looking at me. They're doing 10 to 15 pounds. That doesn't bother me. I always tell them, hey, bro, you're starting. If you need help in form, whatever, I'm willing to help you. But don't get, discouraged because you see me doing this. I'm a powerlifter. You're just a lifter who's trying to change his life.
Right.
You're just trying to start from the beginning. So if you see me doing this, don't put one plate and hurt yourself.
Right.
Just take your time, you know.
But it's always going to be that natural instinct for someone to be like, damn, I can do that.
Yeah,
bro.
but that's wrong, man. That's especially on Guam. Yeah. It's all you see that all the time, you know.
The ego kicks in.
Yeah, and that's what gets them. You know, that's what gets you hurt.
Yeah.
Ego got me hurt, and that's why I tell them, hey, from experience, don't rush.
Yeah.
Just take your time, and if you want 225, you know.
Like anything, right?
6 to 8 months, bro. 225, you'll bench it if you train for it.
Right. You just have to work, right?
Yeah. You're not gonna just wake up today and be like, 225 today, bro.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I had a dream.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And today, I'm gonna bench 225.
It's not gonna happen. Make sure you got spotters, buddy, because that thing will smash your chest. So patience, man.
Yeah. There was this football player. I think it was my senior year in college. Joe McKnight. Is it Joe McKnight? Look this up real quick. Joe McKnight. He was benching. I don't know how much he was benching, but the bar fell on his throat and he crushed his larynx.
Did he die?
No, he survived, and he was in hospital for a while. Yeah, Joe McKnight, USC, weightlifting accident. It might not be Joe McKnight. It might be someone else, but he was like a prospective NFL, you know.
Yeah.
He was a college standout, doing really good at that time. Is that it?
He had
Stephen Johnson.
Okay. It wasn't Joe McKnight.
He didn't have a spotter.
I don't know. Here, let's see the story.
Hurt his back.
No, not hurt his back. This guy was he jumped. He dropped he was benching. Just put a benching accident, larynx, crushed larynx, or crushed throat, or something like that. Yeah, dude, and it was like, that's like every person's nightmare, right?
Dude.
To hurt themselves.
Yeah, and especially if you hurt yourself because
you see this right here. This is me doing a bicep curl with on the machine, or on the just on the machine, and I went dink, and I went too high, and it bumped me in the nose,
bro.
Man.
Every time I do cable rows for rear delts, with the rope, I get afraid because you kind of go like this towards your face, right? So you make a V towards your nose. I'm afraid that thing's gonna slip. I hit me in the nose or hit my teeth, and then it comes out. So every time I do it, people look at me and I'm just like, get 10 in, and then because
why is he flinching?
Yeah, weightlifting accidents ain't fun, bro. It's
Oh yeah, this is him.
What? Who is it? Stephen Johnson.
Damn, crushed throat.
Yeah. Throw it up on the screen. Yeah, if you press that little control button, that Apple button there, you can zoom in so we can see the words and shit. Yeah, no, on the keyboard, you can, next to the spacebar, immediately next to the spacebar, and then you just kind of like scroll on the mouse. So hold down that button and scroll on the mouse. I should have showed you this. There you go. There you go. Airplane. The first podcast I ever did, their airplane went right over it in the middle of our podcast.
It's loud?
It was super loud, bro. This is Gang of Heights.
Yeah.
If anything, all planes fly over Gang of Heights.
Dude, all the time, dude.
Yeah. Here, let me, got it? Yeah, dude, this accident was scary.
Oh, man.
So this is 2009. This is a year before I graduated. So Stephen Johnson, go down, a former running back for the University of Southern California, suing the school and assistant conditioning coach for negligence in the weight room accident that crushed his throat in 2009. He was benching 275 in the USC weight room when the bar dropped or fell onto his neck. His throat and larynx were crushed, and he required reconstructive surgery. Damn. Basically ending his career, bro.
So he was lifting 275 for the first time.
Was it? Is that what it said?
Yeah, right there it says the time the bar was being lifted from the weight rack as the planet was lifting 275 pounds for the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, as Yankar placed the weight bar into the player's hands, he was inattentive and negligent and hit the bar with his body before Johnson had a good grip on it. So he let it go before he was even ready. Huh?
Okay, yeah. So one thing I always tell my spotters is don't let it go until I say go. Because what I do is I come off the bar, I'm like, I got it, go. Right. Then they release.
Right.
You know?
So it's not necessarily when you come off the rack.
No, they kind of guide you forward. They kind of pass your throat, then go to your chest. And dude, I'm benching 400 some pounds. That guy had 275. 400 some pounds on my throat would kill me. I would die.
Decapitate you.
Yeah, it would really rip me. But
like surprisingly, it only crushed his neck, and he didn't die. And
that's crazy.
he didn't have spinal injuries. Yeah, right.
So whoever handed that bar off to him, he's not trained. In powerlifting, you have trained spotters.
Yeah.
When you compete, you need trained spotters. That's why to actually go up to a random person in the gym and be like, hey, bro, can you spot me? That's your 50-50 chance of getting hurt.
Right. That's why it literally has to be someone you trust.
Yeah.
Right?
I had a issue.
You can bring it down, Matt. Yeah.
A couple days ago, I was benching 436 and some guy picked up the bar and it shifted all the weight to my right shoulder. I'll show you a video.
Yeah, sure.
But
and how dangerous is that?
If it got me,
you can literally tear your shoulder.
It almost did, man. But it was I can't blame the guy.
Yeah.
I can't get mad at the guy because I asked him. Yeah. I go, hey man, can you spot me? So he goes, okay. And I felt bad after because he goes, hey bro, it's better I just don't spot you. But as you see here, it's
which one are you guys? Okay, that guy.
Yeah, he's coming down. Then all the weight shifts to my right shoulder.
Oh yeah.
So
so okay, can you just play it back one more time? So
that guy in the middle is handing off the bar to me, and then I'm telling him, okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Then he knows I'm ready. Let's go. Then it's a pause at the bottom for a second. Up.
Oh.
So all the weight shifted to my right shoulder.
Right.
Then that's why the next day I had to go on that cast because it was a slight sprain.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not his fault because I came up to him like, hey bro, can you spot me? My first time benching 436 and
to a guy
or 463, and then he felt bad after. He told me, he's like, sorry, it's best I just don't spot you. And I was like, no bro, you're good. I wasn't clear.
So what happened exactly?
So he picked up the bar and all that weight shifted. So it went from 436 to, it went from like 215 on each side to 436 on one side or 463 on one side.
Because he lifted it too high.
And then all the weight. So there was no pressure on my left side.
So it kind of just went like this.
So
and then you had to
I had to jerk it up. So all that weight went up, and then it hurt so bad I couldn't even put my shirt on the next day.
Damn, easy as that, huh?
Yeah, dude, spotters, and that's one thing we lack on this island is right spotters at the gym. But who wants to go to the gym and spot? You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, hey bro,
it's like a caddy almost, right?
Hey,
for golf.
BigTone's gonna bench 400 today. Let's go spot him.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say that.
Hey, we're bringing the boys down, huh?
Yeah,
we're all spotting today.
Yeah. Unless you got your loyal friends, like, hey bro, this guy gonna. But I have a team 671 barbell.
Okay.
We went out. They're also the Paradise powerlifters, but we went out, and these guys, when you call them, they'll spot you. But it's just our schedules are all mixed up.
Right.
We're not properly trained, but we all competed to where we know what to do. So that's why when the team's there, it's like we're more focused. We get our lifts better. The energy's a lot better, but it's because we trust them, than compared to a random spotter.
Right.
So spotters are, you just can't really pick a random spotter in the gym. You'll get hurt like that guy there, somebody hurt him, and then I got hurt this week or the past week too. So
yeah. Ugh. Damn, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't realize how injury prone the sport can be. Yeah, I understand that now you're doing static movements and everything gets tighter as you get bigger. But now when you're having to give extra to support weight that it's not supposed to be there. Yeah. Like everything is supposed to be you need to be balanced every single time, huh? So or you can severely hurt yourself.
Dude, last year or this year when I went to Hawaii, I squatted 650, right? 650 for a double. And when I hit the first rep, I cramped. So what I did was I picked up my right leg and all the weight shifted to my left leg. So my left hip was out of place. And I would walk and I'm like, it was making that clicking noise and I was like, well, what is this? My coach told me that I picked up my leg, all that weight shifted. So it's somewhat like the spotting, how everything has to be straight, because that's why your body's built the way it is. So yeah, in this sport everything has to be straight, dude. Like form has to be on point, the bar has to sit on your neck correct, or if it's off even like an inch, you'll feel the difference.
Yeah, man. Even I don't squat a lot, I don't bench a lot, but even when I'm doing it by myself, it's like iffy. You know, and if the core, I notice if my core isn't like really set and really tight and I start to go down. Yeah. One time I hurt my back and I couldn't walk for like sit down correctly for maybe like 3 or 4 days. And then I had to do this, like I YouTube this weird exercise where you kind of bring your leg up and then you bring your leg out like this. And it's supposed to, like, readjust. Yeah, because it's when you squat, people like you don't really use your it's hard to really explain it, man, but I barely use my back when I squat. I use more of my quads, my calves come out, and then I use a lot of my upper body to drive it forward, and my chest is always held high. So I make everything tight. My core is why I blow out my belly. So it kind of, I don't feel like, I feel that all that extra stuff kind of takes away the pressure on my back to where my back doesn't hurt. Yeah, because technically you're supposed to be directly under the weights, right? But your back's still supposed to be straight.
Yeah. So
it's like, because here we'll stand up and do a demonstration. Yeah. So it's like you want to be, your ass is out, right?
Yeah. So you're pretty much
the only thing that's out of line is your ass.
Yeah.
So everything else is sort of in line, right?
So you pretty much, that's how you get a big butt from squatting. Is because you're using a lot of your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and less of your back. So that's why you're able to squat, bench, and deadlift the same day, because you're not really using too much of your back when you squat. You use it when you bench though, when you arch it,
Yeah.
And then of course your deadlifts is.
Yeah, I saw a girl today doing a deadlifts, and she was doing it correctly, but when she was done, she arched her back to put it down.
Oh man,
and I was like, oh shit.
That's what hurts them. They always think that, okay, you get your form correct in the lift off,
right?
But when they drop it, they lose tension.
Right.
That's what hurts your shoulders and your lower back.
Yeah. There's a really good video. It teaches you how to lift up boxes. And it shows you the compression of like how your back compresses. Look, see if you can pull up that video on fucking video on lifting a box diagram, or it's like a demonstration. It should be like a mannequin though. It's like a machine, or like a dang it. Right, because it's similar, right? Doing squats is like lifting up a heavy box.
So
right?
when you pick up anything heavy, they kind of want you to come straight down. They want you to squat into position instead of bending forward.
Right.
So someone, when you deadlift, you kind of drop your butt low, and then you pick up with your legs. It's same thing with picking up anything in life. Us, we're lazy, bro. We just go for it. You know what I mean?
Fucking
that's
arch back and everything.
Yeah, that's right there. Like that. That's how we lift. You know what I mean?
Go ahead and turn it down. We don't have to hear the crazy music. Might be right
there. See, I was telling you how you squat into position.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to do it in everything, bro.
That arch back.
See, when you deadlift and you squat,
yeah,
you're pretty much supposed to do it that way.
There's a better video. I don't know what it is. It's like you don't have to show us yet. Just kind of like search for back compression lifting shit. I don't know. Whatever works for you. Sorry, man, making you sorry, making you search for shit here.
No worries.
Something's still playing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude. It's important. And I realize, like, when you do injure your back, you're like, that's the worst. That's probably the worst injury.
When you injure your back, it's hard to walk, hard to sleep,
sit,
hard to drive your car.
Yep.
Dude, I had so I went to a chiropractor, and I thought that he could fix my back.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's farther than just out of place. Massages kind of do it as well. I would have this hard back pain on my right side. I mean, it hurt so bad that pushing a cart would hurt. So I thought it was my back, but it actually came from my glutes. It's because that's why we were talking about mobility earlier. Like a lot of times it's the deep tissues inside your glutes. It kind of pulls, and then the top of your back pulls. So what it's doing is like two muscles are pulling away from each other, then it hurts your lower back. So it's always best that, like, after, for example, if
so it's better for compression than for stretching.
Yeah. So when you squat and you like deadlift, it's always good to roll. It's always good to foam roll, and stretch. It's like the main things to do in this sport.
Yeah. Are you worried about any compression issues of like your ligaments or your joints?
In the future,
cartilage?
Bro. I know in the future I'm probably gonna have shoulder issues, knee issues, but it comes with the sport, like,
right.
It's boxers get concussions. They're probably still doing research on it, on how the ways you can like solve these things. That's why when you lift now, you arch your back, because it kind of puts a lot of tension off your shoulders, and then it's more of your chest. It's so much different things that they changed up to kind of help the athletes not get hurt in the future.
Yeah.
Same with football. Every sport they're learning little by little, and then it's just, right now we're just living it, but eventually it's gonna hit us later. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I love it, man. I'm willing to live with that pain in the future. It's not from the workouts, but it's from the previous injuries that I know I'm gonna feel.
Yeah, and it's just wear and tear.
Yeah, wear and tear, exactly. But
if we're robots, then we'll be able to do so.
There's people in this sport competing till they're 50, bro. 55.
Powerlifting,
yeah, powerlifting.
There we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just watch this and then we'll move on. So
That's how we all pick it up, you know. That's the wrong way.
yeah, not to like bend your knees, right? But it's putting more pressure on your knees now, right?
That's why it's best to use the double leg like squat. You squat into position to pick up.
Yeah.
So every time I'm loading plates for the squat, when I go down to get it, I don't pull it. I squat into it. It's weird, but it helps you with
pulling it off the.
I squat into position instead of standing over it and pulling it out. I'm squatting into position, pulling one by one off.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like
I'm down, pulling.
down.
Yeah, it helps because imagine training for 2 hours, even a little like a small tweak because you pulled the weight wrong or the weight shifted the wrong way. Your body's already, your muscles are all, tight and everything from training. So
right.
It's just best to, stay straight and follow that. Honestly, YouTube is your best friend.
Dude, the absolute best friend of everybody, dude.
Yeah, if you have an issue, Google YouTube, man. Like, it will solve your problems in a heartbeat, dude.
It'll save you some insurance.
I got insurance, but I think I need to pay YouTube for my insurance, man. It's the truth, bro.
Yeah, man. When I was having that back issue, dude, the first thing I did was YouTube. Yeah. And then it said, heal your back instantly. I was like, click. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And dude, honestly, I don't usually give into that sort of like sales pitch, the instant relief.
Yeah.
But dude, this one, I was freaking out. As soon as I stood up, I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, babe, my back feels better. Like, are you sure it's not just in your head? Like, oh, it feels fucking better.
I got so you could try checking out, man, Smashworks on YouTube. Just check him out.
Smashworks.
WERX.
What does he do?
Mobility, bro.
Okay.
This guy right here is the man when it comes to injuries.
Gonna have to make sure you subscribe to this.
This guy right here, bro. Trevor. Lower back pain right there.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to lower back pain since we're focusing on the back.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but you can full screen it. Yeah. Oh shit! Zoom out so you can see the. There.
You can kind of like go to the middle.
Yeah,
kind of shows you what to do. Right there.
There we go.
So this guy, bro, lacrosse balls, PVC pipes.
This might be the workout. If he brings his leg up and then back, this is the workout that I did.
Okay. This guy right there. This guy helped me get through all my injuries, bro, when I didn't have money. This is the man right there, dude. My coach always sends me this guy, and he's like, follow this guy. So my shoulder injury just a couple of days ago, I did his overhead like exercise. Dude, this injury is supposed to be a week. I trained yesterday. That was 3 days of a sprain, and I was able to deadlift 545 with no pain because of this guy.
Yep, this is it. This is it.
See?
This is a fucking workout right here. Bro, and it hurts when you're doing it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Because you have to do it like slow.
Yeah. But look at that, man.
Turn off his music, yeah. Yeah, dude. And it works.
Yeah. So, dude, if anybody wants to, if they have injuries, Smashworks. It's the man.
Hopefully Smashworks listens to this.
To the podcast, right? Like, hey, Trevor Bakamir or whatever. Like, hey, listen to the podcast.
Yeah, man. I mean, just with the whole physical aspect, I know there's a lot to it, and it can become sort of tedious in a way, right? And just trying to stay focused and not injuring yourself, but also being able to progress at the same time. There has to be a balance in from what I'm getting from you, that in the progression, but also allowing yourself to progress.
Yeah, dude. You can't. I say this all the time, but you can't just say, that you're gonna do something, you know, you have to actually do it, dude. It's you know you got injured from a workout. You gotta find a way to work around it to where you won't get hurt because you did something the first time wrong. You know, it's damn, it's so many different things in this sport, but listen to your body is like the main thing I could say if you want to avoid anything like severe.
Right.
You're the only person that knows. You could have like coaches tell you to do this, but if you feel that your body can't handle it that day, stay home.
Have you found yourself in that sort of position before?
No, my coach is, this is why I love this guy. I'll say it all the time, dude, but this guy, bro, I'll tell him, hey coach, my shoulder hurts, you want me to train? He's like, how do you feel? I was like, it hurts, bro. He's like, okay, can you put your arm across your chest? I'm like, no. He goes, okay, stay home. When you can, text me and then we'll talk about training. So I texted him. I was like, hey coach, I can put it across. He goes, okay, try it. He's never told me no. I mean, yes, go. You know, he doesn't want me to get hurt because he sees how hungry I am for this sport.
Well, you need longevity, right?
Yeah, he wants me to grow,
especially if it's career.
Yeah, see, I never thought I was gonna make this a career, dude. Like everybody knows me as the powerlifter, but that's not what it was supposed to be. You know, it was just supposed to be a guy, motivate to inspire, bro. That was my main quote, was to motivate the uninspired. Was what I told everybody in the beginning because I lost so much weight. Everybody's like, hey bro, how'd you do it? What
was everyone's reaction to you?
Dude, they were proud. Paradise put me on their page so many times. I had sponsorships coming in from Off Island about, you know, losing weight stuff. It was a real eye opener, dude. It was very like, wow.
Like you're actually like marketable.
Yeah, like they were like, dude, we want you to work for us. You'll have an ambassador. You'll be an ambassador. You just gotta sell. And coming from nothing, like Anthony Salas, the 320-pound guy who couldn't even tie his shoelace straight, you know?
Hypertension.
Yeah, to BigTone, you know.
Yeah.
But that time it was just Tone Salas 88. That was my IG name, and I had so many people coming up to me and be like, what's your email? We want to talk to you. It was a lot of positive, but it always comes with negatives, bro. You're gonna have people hate on you, but that's better because it fuels you to keep going.
Right. And the thing about it is people expect us to be the same person every single day.
Nah,
and it's bullshit.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, you argue with somebody, you can't, you know, if I go into the gym with my earphones on and my hoodie up, don't talk to me for 30 minutes. I'm gonna shake your hand, but just let me release that stress that bothered me. Yeah. Then I'll be your best friend, bro. Because I don't mean to come off like that, but sometimes that you just need that, you know, therapy.
Right.
It's that quick therapy. Then the smile comes on again, and then there's BigTone, you know.
Yeah.
But that's how it is, dude. I purposely don't train with earphones because superheroes don't use earphones, bro. I'll have it once in a while when I want to get hype, but to actually compete with my earphones on, I don't like it because I kind of think more when I have it with nothing on, dude. It's so hard to explain, bro. Why?
No. I feel you. I mean,
yeah.
When I run with my earphones in, music playing, blasting, I'm running to tempo something else.
Yeah.
And it's distracting me.
Oh yeah.
From concentrating on things, and puts me into focus. But on the other side of the coin, it's also allowing me not to concentrate on the things. I haven't made it a meditative thing, right? And so when you're not allowing music to be the crutch to you working out, then it's become a meditative thing. And I don't think I've reached that point, at least with like running and working out. Because even when I'm working out, I still wear headphones, right, or earphones. So,
dude, it's been a while. I feel that when I go in clear-minded and I'm listening to my own thoughts, that it gets me. You know, like I tell myself, you're not gonna hear me yell, "Let's fucking go," but in my head I'm yelling, "Let's fucking go," because I want to get it, dude. Like, but when I have the earphones on, I feel like Rick Ross is yelling at me to "let's fucking go," and I'm like, whatever, Rick Ross, you know what I mean? But
you don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, but so I use myself as a motivation. That's why I always say, like, I'm my own competition all the time. I saw myself lose weight. I saw myself gain weight. I saw myself get out of a bad habit.
It says a lot about your mental, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you've come to terms with a lot of things, especially because you had to put yourself through those strenuous things physically, right? Yeah. Dropping 100 pounds, becoming a power lifter. You have to get right with your mind, right? Because if the mental's not straight, you're fucked. Yeah. I mean, when I was talking to Greg Monk, right? He said when my mental wasn't straight, it fucked me up. Competition time. Yeah. And dude, my dad was in the hospital last competition. So, bro, this guy was in the ICU. We didn't know if he was gonna make it or not, but he told me before he went in to compete. So imagine I went into my competition in Hawaii with knowing my dad was in there, but I just did what I always do, bro. I just cleared my head, went into that competition. It was the best competition I've ever had. You know, like, I killed that lift. I killed it in Hawaii, and I did it all for my pops. But you've been medaled.
Yeah, I got gold. Yeah, right. And the mental game is, I didn't even use earphones, dude. I just stayed hungry. I just did what I did best.
Giving me chills, bro.
Yeah. Focused, bro. I just focused and told myself that I'm gonna get this for my pops. And the whole time I was competing, that's all I thought about. That's what I do. I think of something and I do it. Like, it's just always been that way.
Have you always been a fighter that way?
Dude.
Mentally?
Yeah. So I have ADHD. I hop to hobbies all the time. I was into cars. I was into skateboarding. I was into all kinds of things. And every time...
Jack of all trades kind of deal?
Yeah. Every time I succeeded, I left it. Oh, I'm done. I don't want to do it no more. So what I did with this sport was, like, I reached to the fullest, bro. I reached so high that I can't finish it, you know what I mean? Until maybe one day I actually make it to the top. But that's reaching for it, you know? So that's why I really love this sport, because in everything else that I did, those goals were easy to crush because they're here, you know, Guam goals. But now that I'm representing Guam and I'm going off island challenging people, shows me that I got a long way to go, but I'm going for it, you know, I'm gunning for it. But
the potential.
Yeah. And this sport, dude, it calms me, it makes me use. So I fidget a lot, you know. So when I compete, it calms me. But this is the only thing that I can actually chill.
Like shaky leg and
I'm shaky leg. I'm fidgeting all the time. It's just me. But when I compete, bro, I could sit in the corner.
Heart race at all?
Yeah. It's just chills, man. And I just sit there. I'm just blank, and then right. I kill it, dude. I kill it all the time.
Yeah. So what do you do to, like, keep your composure at least?
Dude,
right? Your heart's racing.
I just breathe in and out, man.
Right.
Just breathe in and out and think about, I think about that medal. I think about my total, and I just keep going for it.
Right. I guess I'm just trying to get a sense of it's when you're competing against yourself mentally, and then you go in and try and compete with other people physically. The battle, which is the harder battle? Is it the mental game, or is it the physical game?
I didn't even know,
because you watch somebody lift.
No, I didn't even care, dude. This my last competition, dude. I didn't care who was yelling on the other people. You know, it's a sport where you're supposed to promote everybody, or like, acknowledge everybody, whatever. But it was just, I felt that I needed to do it for my dad, or I had to keep myself in control. I was like, okay, this is for him. After all of this, I'm going to congratulate all the winners. But as of now, I got a mission. It's to bring that home for my pops. And I did, bro. So that whole 6-7 hours of competing, it was just focusing on me and my competition, and that's what I did. So
yeah, you mentioned 2 medals. Where are the other medals?
I got a silver the year before.
Okay.
The year before I got a silver. My total was 1629
total weight.
Yeah, squat, bench, and deadlift, and then I came back the next year and I hit a 1726. I went up 100 or 96 pounds, bros. It's a big jump, dude.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah. What the fuck?
It was a big jump, dude. And
I barely progressed 5 pounds in the last year.
Yeah, so I didn't get to compete against the guy who beat me, but my total this year would have been very close to his total last year. So
what does it tell you as far as the future of yourself in this sport?
I got a drug tested competition in November, and it tells me that let's keep going, dude. Let's
Are you considered pro or amateur?
So dude, there's so much controversy in this sport, bro. You got these people that are on steroids that complain if you call yourself elite for hitting an elite total. I just got a master total, and so basically I'm like one step to pro, because there's elite next, and then there's international elite. I'm the third. It's international, elite, master, class 1, class 2, class 3. Those are
that's going down.
Yeah. Okay. But I went straight from 0 to master in my first competition. So I'm not considered a pro personally. People will consider me like a pro, but I say if I get into elite, I was 20 pounds from hitting elite, but they robbed me from my lift, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah. They said I had a soft left knee, and
they can tell.
Yeah. So
we're sitting 10 feet away from you. You have a soft left knee.
Yeah. So they told me I didn't get it, and that would have separated me from the rest of everybody else, man. I would have been elite. I was ranked number 14 in the world in 2018 that time. Fuck. I'm ranked 21 now. And dude, I'm from Guam, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is in 2018, but in the world, I'm ranked 112.
Right, behind a bunch of Russians and Finnish
monsters,
and
man.
Norwegians,
yeah,
right?
Dude.
And Germans.
I'm that new kid on the block from Guam that's trying to blow up the sport and show everybody that if you want something, let's get it.
Right. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. It seems like you do have. It's almost like your journey just has begun.
Mm-hmm. Dude, 2 years, bro. I've been in it for 2 years. It's just starting. There's people that's been doing it for 10 years that are in front of me.
Yeah.
People that's, like, I talk to a lot of pros. I ask them a lot of questions, and they'll give me advice. But they're not going to give me full-on advice because of I'm not paying them, and then who's this guy? You know what I mean? So when I go to this Vegas competition, it's kind of also to network. I want to go there. First, I want to compete, do what I do. Then I want to try and like talk to all these pros about Guam's powerlifting. Like, how can you help us grow this sport here? I'm 28 years old, bro. I got offered to coach. I can't coach yet, dude. I'm young, bro. I want to do this till I'm like 38, I want 10 more years of this sport and just see how far I can take it.
Yeah, especially you're only 4 years in.
Yeah, no, 2 years into powerlifting. Right, yeah, 2 years into powerlifting, dude. I'm a baby, and I do it drug tested. A lot of people say that you should do it steroids. Right. I started this journey because I had high blood pressure. If I do steroids, it just defeats the whole purpose.
Right. The doctor's gonna be like, so hypertension came back.
Yeah. Are you okay, sir?
Yeah. Just been popping it in the ass.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that, man. Like, it came to the point in time where I felt that I needed it.
Yeah.
But I jumped a whole 96 pound total naturally because of training, dude. Thinking that I can get it, reaching for it and getting it.
Yeah.
So
time, huh?
Yeah.
Time. How much time do you think you've invested into this?
Dude, bro, I got a son, bro.
Inside and outside of the gym.
A lot, man. They had an event today at UOG.
Okay. And
I had like 4 sponsors there. I couldn't even go because I lack time with my son. So I had to spend some time with my son today, you know what I mean? And it was like, I hope they understand, but dude, my life's so busy. But I gotta thank every single sponsor that helped me, you know, because I'm not BigTone without those guys. They put me on billboard. I mean, they put me on their pages. They put me on, like they've shouted me out.
Hey, getting you out to competition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. You know,
preparing
they helped
for
me.
Competition. Yeah.
So a lot of my sponsors paid for, or they gave me a lot of stuff where I could raffle.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did my fundraiser, all I did was, raffle it all off, and then I was able to raise enough money to buy my ticket and pay for my hotel room just in one fundraiser because of all my sponsors. And people's always like, hey bro, you're sponsored by Guam, you need to chill out. Hey bro, this is not about being sponsored by Guam. This is about those guys seeing what I got and believing in me that I'm here to represent Guam and helping me, get to where I want to go.
Right. Same with my sponsorships. Yeah. When I look at my sponsors, I'm just like, these people are the only people that believe in me at this point.
Dude, exactly.
Willing to fork out money to expand the dream, right?
Dude.
And to not give them the thanks and praise when it comes down to it would almost be blasphemous.
Yeah. That's why they're like, hey, you're gonna put your sponsors on your shirt last year? Just keep it simple. I was like, bro, I have to. Yeah. Like, these guys got me here, like, without them, I wouldn't be me. I would just be BigTone. I wouldn't be BigTone going to compete, because I work a 9 to 5. I got a son. I can't afford that on my own,
Yeah.
And it's...
Do you necessarily have to travel to the United States to compete?
Man. There's nothing here. How
about Asia?
They got in the Philippines, but I just feel that if I go out there to the mainland, because that's where it kind of started,
the network's better.
Yeah, I feel that we need to get that support here, and United States, Hawaii, whatever, are the best places to go to get it here.
But if you think about it, right, the region is closer now.
Yeah.
Now, if you have powerlifters from Japan and the Philippines coming here and supporting the maybe local events,
but we just don't have any. So you have to get certified judges. You got to get certified equipment. We don't have nothing.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Zero.
So how do they do it for SPGs?
See, SPGs and those ones. So we got offered a while ago. Oceania was gonna sponsor us for an event, but my team, we're under the USPA, so it's kind of hard for us to kind of find a coach, and then it's a little bit complicated. But the SPG that's why they have the Guam Weightlifting Federation. Those are the Olympic lifters, and they have a coach. They have their team. All their weights are here and everything. I guess they were sponsored and got all that stuff.
But they're not considered power lifters?
They're Olympic lifters. They do clean, jerks, and
okay.
Yeah, we do the other three.
Right.
But it's just one day, dude. That's my goal. Is just to get it here and run it. If I could run it, if I'm 33, bro, and it comes here and they need somebody to run it, I'll have like 6 years in my belt. I would do it.
Well, shit, guess what? All of them are congregating in the same place that you are, Yeah. So, I mean, getting people to sort of support that cause, to build sort of like a guild or like a union, right? A powerlifting union, to where now you're raising money not just for an individual. Now it's a group trying to get an individual out, right? Like, okay, now it's your turn. You pulled the raffle, or you won the draw.
And a lot of my teammates are young, bro. They're like 20 to 24.
So you're like the oldest?
No, they got her name's Grace Takuyan Witt. She's the oldest.
Okay.
Then there's Mikkel, he's like 29. Then it's me. Then Kayla.
Shit, you're not that far off from the oldest.
Yeah. She's 40, man. She's been competing for forever, dude. So I gotta give it to her, bro. She put me in that Hawaii competition. Like, I would have never competed there if she didn't say, hey, we're going to Hawaii, you want to come?
Yeah.
My coach always brought it up to me, but going by yourself compared to going with 5 people is a different story.
Yeah.
So, like, she's the chairman now. We're able to hold Guam records. So every time I go out compete, I break my own record. I'm my own record holder. So I gotta give it up to that lady, bro. She really brought it over here. People don't know because her social media is not as blastful as mine, but this lady's like one of the reasons why powerlifting is gonna grow. This, you know what I mean? Miss Grace she's gonna blow this sport up with me. They're saying that we're partners because we have the 2 biggest lifts, but I'm actually like the guy that started last in the team, bro. But it's because I guess my mentality is different.
Your progression too.
Yeah, my progression, and then I guess how I compete with no earphones or whatever. But
well, you do have a natural build for it.
Yeah,
right?
That's what the weird thing.
Just look at your upper body right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a skinny guy.
Yeah,
you're not a bodybuilder physique type. No. But you still have that sort of form that comes out, and you're tall.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you were made
for powerlifting. I think I believe that a lot of the local people, if you look at these people that are from the ranch, bro, they go into the store with no t-shirt on. These guys look like powerlifters, bro, and you know all they did their life was pull grass.
And they're just solid, right?
Yeah. So if we can actually find that people, you know, and then get them out of that struggle, and then get them to where we're doing powerlifting, and they find it where they like it, we would have a really solid team on this island. Because a lot of times it's money. Everybody's like, I don't want to compete because I don't have money, I don't have time,
I don't have money for a gym membership.
Yeah, right. So eventually one day in the future, you know, we're gonna have it where we can have people come and, you know, not try out, but we run seminars for them where they could learn. And
dude, seminars are so important. I was just telling someone that they should run a seminar. They're really good at stand-up comedy. And I was like, dude, can you like run a stand-up comedy
right
seminar just to like for people who may be interested, you know, who are closet
comedians
right, or closet bodybuilders, right? They have their own home gym, but they've never left their home gym ever,
dude. So when I started blowing up powerlifting on the internet, there's so many people's been doing it, right? But when I started blowing it up, everybody now, and I'm not saying that I'm the reason why, but I'm just saying that I opened doors for a lot of people. Now everybody wants to have a big bench, big squat, big deadlift, you know? And it's because they saw me bring it out. Then they're like, dude, if BigTone can do that, let's do it. And these guys have been training before me, so now they're posting their stuff, and I respect that so much, because forever they were hiding it, and then now it's like, wow, you know, we have a Guam community, you know, we have Guam powerlifters now. It's gonna grow little by little, you know. There's like 12-15 people now, you know. A year from now
12-15 people,
yeah, a year from now we're gonna have what,
a handful of people.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 30, you know.
Yeah. But I realize the percentage, right? I mean, when you look at the States, 300 million people out there. Yeah, the percentage is going to be big. I mean, the amount of people for the percentage. But you look at Guam, 160,000, 5% of people is actually a lot.
Dude, and there's 8 of us on our team.
1%.
Or there's like 12 of us on our team. But the last competition we went, man, Desiree, Kevin, Grace, myself, we all ranked top 20 in the world, in the USBA in 2018.
Okay.
So that's just saying that us Guam people, we don't have a lot. So when we try to get something, we want it, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when we posted those up and we showed a lot of the young people, and a lot of them were like, dude, I want to try powerlifting, you know? Like, I guess recognition these days kind of motivates people. But hey, bro, if you're gonna get off your butt and, you know, stop eating Hot Pockets and start powerlifting,
right,
hell yeah, you could eat Hot Pockets and powerlift, because you'll burn out that Hot Pocket, you know? Like,
yeah,
it's weird, but it's we're gonna get it going, bro.
It's weird, but it works.
Yeah, this sport's weird, bro. I'm gonna say weird a lot, dude. I probably said it more than any.
What is your diet now? I mean, I think we may have touched on it in the beginning.
Yeah,
of how your diet looks now. I mean,
dude, I post on my story, bro. I'm eating three cups of rice, you know, like after training. So I have 500 grams of carbs, man.
But not fried rice, right? It's more
it's just white rice. Yeah, white rice. So imagine 500 grams of carbs, dude. Ramen, dude. Like, I have a lot of ramen.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Imagine eating four packages of ramen, dude. Like
the itchy bed.
not the Ichiban, the smaller one, but the
kimchi bowl.
Oh damn! Let me see if I got a picture. I'll show you how much I ate the other day, dude. Bro, there was so much.
Matt, you ready to become a power lifter, bro? You don't have to change the diet, dog.
Oh, you don't, man, and that's the good thing about it, dude. As long as you,
but you be strong as fuck.
And you know Fat Boy Slim, right? Dude, I always eat it. They sponsor me, bro. So Ray's the man, dude. Ray knows.
Ray is the man, bro.
Ray knows when I'm gonna eat heavy. I mean, when I lift heavy, he gonna load up my plate with rice. You know what I mean? He's like, so, and his food, dude. I didn't get fat from it, dude. I just got stronger from it. You know?
You know it's crazy.
Right there, bro. So check that out, man. That's how much ramen I had for breakfast, bro.
How big is that bowl,
dude? That's bigger than this, bro. It's huge, man. And imagine eating that in the morning and you're just like, oh, bro, this is not cereal, you know. This is noodles, but I'll gain like 5 pounds, but then when I train, I'll lose 6 because I burned all that carbs.
Right.
So you have fats in the morning.
It's really weird how
Dude, that's why I say it's weird, bro. I'm telling you.
Can fucking burn the food. I mean, burn the carbs that you're eating, but you're doing minimal workouts, but you're lifting extremely heavy.
Because you're lifting so much, you're using so much like energy, it burns it, you know? Like imagine eating, so in the morning I eat fats, right? Bacon, eggs. Bro, this is crazy. I'm gonna tell you what I eat, bro. This is my daily routine, okay? 5:30 a.m., bro. Bacon and eggs, right? 4 slices of bacon, 3 eggs, and four
regular bacon.
Yeah, regular bacon and 4 sweet sausages. The Hormels, the Hormels, the brown one, the breakfast sausages.
Right. Okay.
So 4 of those, right? That's my breakfast. Then come to lunch. Lunch I'll have 1 cup of rice and like whatever steak or whatever, right? Like 9-ounce steak. That's like
9 ounces.
Yeah, so that's my second meal. Then I'll have my Fat Boy Slim, right?
That's what time is it? What time is Fat Boy Slim?
From like 12 to 2. Okay. Between that time frame would be my Fat Boy Slim meal, and depending what I'm training that day, it's a Schoolboy Q or a 3 choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, my favorite dish is the keto bowl.
Oh,
dude, bro. I don't know how he seasons that.
Yeah.
Shit, Ray.
Yeah, dude. Ray's the man, bro. He got all kinds of stuff going on. Your taste buds are all over the place. Everybody's like, hey, bro, you eat it every day. Are you tired? I'm like, bro, that guy got so much meals.
Yeah, I didn't know that he actually does meal plans outside of
man.
From the food truck.
Dude, you look at Ray, he eats there every day. Breakfast, lunch. Ray's fit, bro. So
and he's dropping a lot of weight too.
Eating his food, so it shows he's a billboard for his own company, you know. Right. And then Rocky Martinez eating it. I'm eating it. We're not like overweight. You know what I mean? Me and Rocky's big boys, but Rocky's a heavyweight. I'm a 275-pound powerlifter. I only walk around 5 pounds heavier than competition weight.
Right.
So, his food's good, man. It's healthy.
Matt, you ever ate at Fat Boy?
Not yet.
Fat Boy Slim, yeah? You like it?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, dude, bro.
But I gotta get you there, man.
Dude, tomorrow you better go, bro, for real, or Monday something.
But dude. And then dinner after training, bro. This is the crucial meal, man. 3 cups of rice, right? 3 cups of rice with like another 9-ounce steak if you want, dude, or 12 if you want, whatever. But
right here's another big boy behind you, bro.
Yeah, brother.
And then tomorrow jeans, bro. It's fucking. You guys are big guys, bro. I'm struggling with my 5'7" frame,
dude. all you gotta do, man, is just get 500 grams of carbs in you, bro, in a daily.
I know, but I feel like I'll look funny, like being like this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, that's why you gotta. A lot of the strong powerlifters come from bodybuilding, bro. You get strong, you get bigger from bodybuilding, then you fluff up that muscle. It's gonna grow. You're gonna be fluffy buff. Right, it's weird, but it's
bluffy.
Yeah, you're gonna be bluffy, but you're gonna be strong, man. Right. Yeah, you're gonna look yoked. That's the term they like to use, yoked.
Okay.
Because you swole, you know, and that's just from starting with the bodybuilding movements and then going into powerlifting.
Okay. Back to your 3 cups of rice. Yeah. Sorry for dinner.
No worries. And then I just chow that, and then 3 cups of rice. It doesn't sound a lot until you actually scoop that on a fucking plate and eat that, bro. Dude, I'm home at 8:30, 9 o'clock. eating until like, dude, almost 10, bro. Just like, I gotta put all this shit in my mouth, you know, and then
it takes you an hour to eat,
dude. That shit is so much rice. It's so much rice, bro. It's like you balutan for somebody, you know what I mean? It's almost the whole plate, bro. Like I'm done eating the meat before I'm done eating the rice, you know?
Dude, I can't even imagine.
Yeah,
honestly,
man.
bro, eating for a whole hour, dude. It takes me literally 10 minutes to eat. From the moment my food sits in front of me to the moment I'm like,
yeah, dude.
10 minutes.
Today I ate Gabriel's and I killed that thing in like 5 minutes because I was starving, you know, and it was just pork chop, but it was just pork chop and veggies. It was fats and veggies. That's what I had, right? So tomorrow I have to eat carbs. The first 3 meals are cool, but that last meal before I sleep, it always, no matter what, it always gets me, bro, because I always tell myself you're not supposed to eat before you go sleep, you know what I mean? But you have to have carbs. Like I have like 250 the day before I train. Then on the day I train, I have 500.
Yeah.
So imagine walking around at 280 in the weekend and then walking at 290 all week because you're eating so much food, but you burn it out by the end of the week.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My first, dude, I eat so much. If we hang out on a day, bro, you're gonna be like, dude, are you not a fool yet? Like, but I'm healthy, bro. The doctor said I'm healthy. My blood pressure's good.
Yeah, but you're not eating processed foods.
Oh yeah, I stay away from processed foods.
You're not eating fast foods.
No,
and that's important.
I'll get a milkshake here and there, bro, but that's because the cravings, you know. But
right, but people make that a part of their daily lives,
dude,
you know?
Exactly, dude.
And I just found out that chicken McNuggets is not actually meat.
Oh no,
it's like 60% soy or something like that.
Whoa, that's crazy. Like, they're lying to the little kids, you know?
Yeah. Check that out, Matt. Confirm if I'm right or wrong here. The chicken McNugget content makeup or whatever it may be. Yeah, dude. I mean, maybe that makes sense why you're still so healthy, right? Is because you're not eating all that bad food. You're not eating corned beef from the can. Right?
No. No, dude. Bro, when you open a corned beef and you see all that white stuff on that top, dude, you're just like, ooh. You know?
Yeah.
Even when I make, even if I make tenactac, bro, I get lean ground beef,
dude,
and it makes a big difference.
Huge difference, bro.
Yeah,
huge
especially
difference.
from Cautioless, because it's like there's no fat, bro. It's so lean. Like I made patties, and I had to put Pam, dude. Usually when you make patties, you could just do its own oil, you know. I was like, whoa, I gotta spray this with Pam, and then had to make it thin, you know. Everybody's like, hey, bro, you're not supposed to put anything with that. It has its own oil. I was like, dude, that lean ground beef from Cautioless, bro, this is real. Like,
yeah, I just got tenderloin ground beef from Payless.
Yeah.
And dude, that shit wasn't even oiling up. I was like, shit, should I put some butter in this?
Yeah, something, right?
Yeah, something that like make it stick to the pan, you know. And I made tenactac too, bro, just the other night, and you can tell the difference.
Dude, you don't have to drain the oil.
Yeah, you don't.
No, you know, usually you drain it before you make it.
Yeah,
dude, that thing you could just eat it, dude.
Or the coconut milk.
Yeah.
And dude, you can just tell if it looks full. You know what I mean? It doesn't look so sparse. Like, where the fuck's the meat at?
Yeah, you know how when you
fat.
So it all brought up because of the corned beef, but when you leave it in the fridge, like the other ground beef, it has that white stuff.
Yeah.
You can leave lean ground beef, and dude, it doesn't have that oil, that white oil fatty thingy that goes around your heart, you know. It's expensive to live healthy, but it's worth it, bro. If you want to live, you gotta live, you know. Just budget yourself. Yeah. That's, you know, don't go buy you this and that if you don't have food. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you spend $80 at the restaurant, or you won't spend 80.
Or just stop buying the bullshit that you like buy and put it towards like what you would help you eat healthier, right? What are we looking at for chicken nuggets here?
This is a...
No, go ahead and read it off if you want here.
It's just a study on the chicken nuggets saying chicken nuggets are in fact typically meat or made of the same meat that you see in the supermarket, that is broiler meat. Most chicken nuggets start as a split breast of chicken. You might read on the package that the product contains rib meat. Rib meat is simply a natural extension of the breast meat. It is not an additive or a filler.
Oh, so I was wrong. So it's actually meat then. Whoever was giving me that, I'm going back. I'm gonna go eat fucking chicken nuggets tonight. That's just chicken.
Oh, it's a myth, man. It's a myth.
Yeah.
Right
Mechanically separated chicken is used to make chicken nuggets. Fact.
It was used in poultry products since 1969, but it's not typically used in the majority of chicken nuggets or patties, and it's not sold directly to consumers. Meat glue is used to hold chicken nuggets together. No. Transglutaminase, referred to as meat glue, is an enzyme sold for almost 2 decades that is used mostly in food service to bind of meat together. Actually, this might be a chicken nugget bias.
Oh, you think so?
I bet, bro.
What's that? National Chicken Council.
Yeah, see?
That's it, bro. Myth my ass. That shit's fake chicken.
Made with pink slime? What's that, bro?
I mean, I saw a video that had the pink slime, right? But it says...
We'll never know because, dude, all the good stuff is all the bad stuff in it. You know what I mean? Like, when I was on a diet, when I lost that 100 pounds, bro, my food had no taste. People were like, how are you eating all that food with no flavor?
Right.
Dude, I didn't use black pepper. I didn't use garlic powder. I didn't use nothing. I would put my chicken.
I feel bad for you.
Chicken breast, and I would put the pot cover on, and I would, like, broil it, like, fry, whatever. Then it's, like, it would get so dry.
Yeah.
Like, because I meal prep for 4 days.
Yeah.
Dude, day 3 is so dry, and it's just, like... You have to drink water the whole time you're eating or you're going to die. Like, that's how bad it was.
It's like your Joey Chestnut kind of fucking...
Yeah, hey.
Trying to scarf hot dogs down your throat.
Bro, it was so bad. But I did it, and, it helped me. Honestly, I was happy I lost that 100 pounds.
You can throw it down, brother.
And then gain, because imagine if I started powerlifting at 320. I probably would have lost, but then I probably wouldn't have known my body as well as I do now. Because I know I can throw in Coke and this,
Yeah.
compared to when I was losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, stay away from that, stay away from that. This ain't gonna affect me. I counted my calories for today. I'm gonna pee this out, I'm gonna be good, bro. But
just like before you came, you're like, I can have some sugars.
Yeah.
I've calculated my sugars.
I calculated for tonight, like that's what's good about counting macros. You can enjoy your life a little bit and still be able to maintain your weight,
Yeah, for sure. When I was counting my macros, at least like the points, I was still eating stafal.
Yeah.
But now it was in a palm size of rice.
Yeah.
And then just like a couple chicken and like a little bit of broth, right? So it helped in the sense to realize like you don't have to eat till you're fucking miserably full,
dude. And that's the thing that everybody on Guam does. That shit tastes so good. Dude. You just want to finish it, which is wrong.
Like, you don't have to finish your food.
Hey, bro,
dude.
you could. Yeah, you know how they say, "Oh, why did you leave that one chicken on the plate?" But that's because our culture, bro. Our parents made us do that.
Finish your food. Finish your food.
And that's wrong. If the kid is full, he's full.
But you think about it, right? It's wartime mentality.
Yeah, exactly. They had to do it, right?
They had to do it. It's like because back then they didn't have less.
Yeah. So, dude, my son loves spaghetti. He'll kill spaghetti, but then if you cook him regular food, he won't eat it. So when we eat and he's like he's full, I'm like okay, but when he eats spaghetti, it doubles up.
Yeah.
I'm like
all of a sudden it's not full, right?
I think I'm gonna count your macros, boy, because. You're having too much carbs today, no soda tonight, something like that, bro. It's awkward, bro.
No. I mean, it's important for him, right?
Yeah, dude. Because
just the fact that his father is now aware.
Yeah,
and it's more of awareness, and you're educated now as to how the body works, how. And you came from a really large size.
Yeah.
Brought yourself down. Brought yourself back up by building muscle mass. And now, like, your understanding of the physicality, because he comes directly from you, right? The genes ain't that far off.
Look at that, bro. I was big, bro.
That was you at 3.
No, this was like almost 3. This was me at. This was about 3. I was 320 there. I was big, bro.
Yeah, can you put it in the camera? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it right?
This one.
Right there?
Yeah.
I was huge, bro. And then
deadlifting. You're deadlifting in cargo shorts too.
Yeah, dude. And then check this out, bro. This is when I thought I was buff. You know what I mean? I was big there, man.
Yeah, man. You look different too.
Yeah, I know.
So how much did you weigh there?
I was about 3-some, dude.
Damn.
Right there.
And you were buff. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's that difference maker, man. That was 320, dude. That was in LA. I was so big.
Here, you can show the camera too.
Check it out, man. I was huge, you know.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest I've ever been. Give me zoom in for that one, dude. Right there.
You can put it closer to the camera too.
Check that out. That was huge.
Damn.
Man.
Yeah, man.
It was
I mean, I'm not trying to like put you down. I mean, you look fucking great now, right?
Yeah. But dude, I look old there.
You do look shorter.
I didn't even look like, dude, I'm like 35 there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Loped out
there,
tomorrow.
there's the 100-pound loss. That was me at 220.
Holy shit! Yeah.
So right there, let me show you guys that too. I was real small, you know.
Yeah.
And I did it all, dude. I lost, I gained, you know, and then now I'm a champ, you know.
Yeah. So it just you really have to find your center, right? What you really want, because all of a sudden you found yourself, oh shit, I'm 100 pounds down. I fucking look good. I feel good.
But I was weak, bro. I was weak. Like, dude, I look so... Dude, that was like... Honestly, that time was fuckboy mentality. That's stupid. I was skinny. I was like, whoa, you know, whatever. But I would go to the gym and I see people, bro, old men pressing the 80-pound dumbbells. And I would try and it was heavy, dude. So I was like, dude, there's no way I only can push 50. You know, that's heavy as hell. So that's why I just love moving stuff, bro, heavy stuff. So that's why I chose powerlifting over bodybuilding, because yeah, it's fun to look good, but to actually feel good and like look good at the same time is not being cocky about it, but to lift heavy weights and then, you know, fit into a t-shirt.
You've
correct?
Actually earned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
you've earned that right to say, fuck, I feel good and I look good.
Yeah. Like, dude, my arms are... Dude, I stand next to people. Bro, when I went to get this tattoo, the guy charged me $750 because he thought it was my leg when I sent him a photo. So he goes $750, bro. Dude. Sorry, bro. Nah, no worries, bro. It was crazy. He's like...
It does look like a pet.
Yeah, bro. So I sent him the inside and he goes, hey, $750, come over, right? Whatever. So I was like, okay, I got a $750. He's like, okay, which leg? We're doing it. I was like, oh fuck, it's my inner arm, you know. And he's like, oh shit. So I already paid him, bro. I was like, you know what, just keep it, $750, whatever. I did my chest. He charged me $450 because my chest is bigger than my leg. But he thought it was a leg when I sent him a photo.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy, dude. I was so, you know, I worked so hard. I'm so big now, but it all started from, you know, just trying to better my life.
Yeah. What does your future look like for you?
Dude, I get asked that a lot, bro. My future is, I'm gonna make it big, bro. I'm gonna get to the point where people know me. You know, I'm gonna go down in history as Guam zone. You know, BigTone, like that powerlifter that did it for us. Like how your
story's very fucking interesting too.
It's you know, I started off. I'm gonna say it, dude. I started off with drugs, got off the drugs, went into, or I gained so much weight, lost it all, and then now I'm here, you know, making it big. I'm just motivating everybody. You know, if you want something, you go get it. You know, just don't let nobody stop you, you know. Like, there's so many speed bumps and obstacles, but you overcome that, you're good. You know, move on to the next. Something's gonna pop up again. Find a way around it. Right. It's just little by little. Just take your time, you know. Just, that's my futures is, I'm gonna make it big, dude. I'm gonna go for this, you know.
You're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All the way.
Well, at what point did you realize that this is a career for you?
When I won that gold, bro. I was hungry. I want more, you know. I told myself it's my last competition. But when I did it and I saw my potential, it was like, I got so much more left in me. I gotta keep going, you know.
Plus you're only 28.
Yeah, I'm 28, man. It's like everybody thinks I'm older because I started this sport and I've been growing. Bro, I've been on social media for like 4 years. I grew up with people. You know what I mean? It's so weird, bro. Like, these guys been following me forever. They seen me grow.
Yeah, man. Same thing with my podcast,
Yeah,
right?
dude, I've seen it grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like we're pretty much, you know, we've seen each other's. We started from whatever. You know, I was probably episode like 20. I follow you. 15. I follow you, and now you're at 150 something. Imagine that, bro. We're watching each other grow, you know. And
yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it today, right? I mean, we're all in one place, but back then we weren't really aware of what everyone else was doing.
No,
right? And I feel like it's the biggest encouragement and inspiration to watch other people struggle and succeed at the same time.
Yeah,
because we all struggle.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, it's not an overnight thing that you're gonna be the best or be the baddest or win gold or land the greatest fucking interview, whatever you may do, or paint the fucking biggest painting, baddest mural, whatever it may be. It takes really amount of time and hours put in during when you're in it, and outside of it is when it mostly matters, because when you're not thinking of it or when you're not actually doing it and you only have to think of it, it's hard, because it's intangible.
Like I could train for hours, but when I go see people outside and they ask me questions, that's when I feel that I need to step up, because these guys are watching me, I'm motivating them. So that's why outside work is always a big thing. You can't be that BigTone social media smile away, you know, hey, what's up? And then be like, see me in public and be like, what's up? Who you trying to play, bro? Right. You got to be the person you are. Be that person you are on social media. Be that person you are. That's how you'll grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I watch your podcast, like, dude, you're the same fucking person that I watch. You know
Thank you, bro, dude. I've worked on it.
I met you outside too, and you're the same dude, you know. So
I appreciate that, man. And that was my huge thing. You know, I don't know if you know, it took me 10 months to start this show. Yeah. And just actually record my first episode, and it was because I was afraid of becoming something, like creating another persona.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I wanted to genuinely be me. Mm-hmm. I wanted to wear exactly what you said. When you see me in it, and when you see me out of it, I'm that same guy.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You can't. I can't hang out with certain people and act like I'm better than everybody because my friends are higher up there. Right. Nah, bro. These guys work to where they're at too. They're not better than you. Go up to them and shake their hand. They'll shake your hand back. You know what I mean? It's just you can't have a fake perception of whatever, you know. Whatever you are on social media is the person you should be in real life, because that's the people that's the person they see, you know. Like, social media is life, bro. Your podcast is growing because social media. BigTone wouldn't be BigTone without Instagram, you know what I mean? I'll just be like, oh, there's that guy that lifts heavy weights in the gym, you know?
That's that guy that lifts 600 pounds, bro.
Like, all the stories in Goat's Gym, there's no
evidence,
but none. There's so many people that did it, you know, they know about it. Not like mine. They'd be like, hey, Google BigTone. Right. Boom, pop up, you know what I mean? Right. Like, so that's why you can't have a fake, you know? Yeah. You have to be you.
Yeah, and we've come to the age of personal branding. Yeah. You know, and in the digital scale. Yeah. And it's important, and it's on the other side of the coin too. It becomes discouraging when you're not getting the reaction you may want, right? But then we need to not worry about that. We need to still continue to do exactly what we've been doing.
I used to get so much comments, so much people, hey, bro, motivation, dude. Now I get like 2, whatever, 1, sometimes 0. I don't care about that. That's not what I was about. You know, I wasn't about the attention, whatever. It was about motivate the uninspired, you know. So when they comment, boom, I'm gonna comment. I'm respect you back. You DM me, ask me questions, I'm gonna answer them. As long as you're watching my video and you're getting inspired by it, that's the goal, you know. So that's what I want. That's what I'm doing. So same, you know, just keep doing it, you know, just like you.
Yeah. Matt, how long have you been going here?
Man, just hitting 2 hours.
Just like that,
I didn't even notice that, bro. That's what's up, though.
Just like that, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
talking about life, right?
Yeah, I mean, we dove deep.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm just really glad to have sort of like opened up the box, because I only know you from social media.
Yeah, hell
right?
yeah.
And the few times, maybe a couple times we've met out in the general public, but to actually pick into your brain and really see what you've been through, because I know, you know, we all go through.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been through the self-doubt. And I have self-doubt many times doing this podcast, to the point where it's like, fuck, you know what, fuck it, not gonna do this anymore, not worth it. But then you find worth in it. When I find worth when I meet people like you, you know, like sharing stories and finding relation, bro. And I really appreciate you just coming and sitting down.
No problem, dude.
Yeah,
no problem.
And
it's an honor, actually, man.
Drinks,
hell yeah, we had some drinks. We just picked each other's brain. It's fun, dude.
So I fucking have to head somewhere pretty soon. So
we're
let's put out anything that you want to put. The floor is yours. This is sort of my thank you. To saying, you know, thank you for coming onto the podcast, and you can promote anything you want.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I just like to thank, you know, all my sponsors. I like to thank you first. You know what I mean? Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks to my brother over there. He's the man. And you know, thank you to Health City, Paradise Fitness, you know, Cream and Butter Boys, Fat Boy Slim, Mighty Purple Cafe. You know, thank you for all you guys done for me. You know, we're making our way up to the top. Thank you guys for being there with me. And let's get this. You know, shout out to my pops. He's fighting. He has a trach and everything, but I love you, pops, and let's get this. This one's for you.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, BigTone.
Yes,
damn,
thank you,
dude. Yeah, it's a blessing just to hear your story, man, and I appreciate you sharing it, and thank you everybody for listening once again. Fuck, 2 hours.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And this won't be our last conversation.
Yeah,
man.
dude. No
you're
doubt.
more than welcome to come back.
Yeah, no doubt.
And let's before we end here, let's your competition coming up. What does it entail? What are you preparing for?
Worlds in November. Worlds 2018 in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're gonna get it. This is a drug tested meet. First ever competition. Guam versus the world. I plan to do it big. You know, as big as I can do it. As long as I got Guam on my back, that's the best I'm gonna do. Is if I got my island support, you know.
For sure. And what does it entail if you become successful in the event?
It's gonna open up doors, man. It's gonna open up doors for bigger sponsorships. You know, like support local sponsorships. These are my people. These support local sponsorship. I love all these guys, but to get that big sponsorship, that's gonna help me with gear.
Yeah, not even have to work a 9 to 5, right?
And dude, and just train and continue to compete is that would be the ultimate, you know. Like all my sponsorships now, these guys are all pretty much same like me. Wanted to do something, they're doing it now. Support local, you know what I mean? So whatever they've done for me, I respect it. I love it so much because we're all doing the same thing, you know, trying to find that point in life where it's comfortable, and you know, we're living the dream. But I want something big, bro. I want that big sponsorship where people in like Canada know about Guam, know about Guam's powerlifting, you know. That's the ultimate goal. It might not be this competition, it might not be the next, but the goal is to keep on going until they know that what Guam got, you know.
Yeah. We're all headed there, man.
Yeah. Yep.
We're all behind you, and we're all doing it together. Just I think this is going to be the turning point for Guam. This is, I mean, big changes are going to come in the next 10 years, dude.
And
which is crazy. Yeah. Because everybody is so driven to drive themselves.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Like, dude, we're all, 4 years ago, we can't tell ourselves we're going to be where we're at today.
Right.
Your podcast, all my sponsors, we all blew up in that time frame, you know. And that's because our people support each other. Support local, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BigTone, thank you very much, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
And everybody, be in spirit. Maddie loves you. I love you. And thank you again for listening to another episode of the podcast. Peace out.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.